Hey, welcome back, everyone. It's me, Mr. 4K. All right, so I want to read reviews on Resident Evil Requiem. It is overwhelmingly positive, like overwhelmingly positive, and which I suspected that Resident Evil Requiem would be overwhelmingly positive. But here's an interesting part. We have to go back to the Steam Deck fanboys because they've been taking a big time crap on my Nintendo Switch 2 video saying, "Oh, your Nintendo Switch 2 is not powerful enough." And then you look at their Steam Deck and how many games are unsupported. But here's the funny part. They're talking all the smack, talking all the shit, how underpower the Nintendo Switch 2 is, and yet you go to Resident Evil Requiem, right? Resident Evil Requiem, it's available on Nintendo Switch 2, and it runs really good on Nintendo Switch 2, right? But then you go to Steam to see maybe the Steam Deck fanboys will have, I don't know, Resident Evil 9 Requiem available. And then you look and see, and it's unsupported. Steam Deck compatibility, it's unsupported. Dude, the irony. Oh, you know what, man? I just want to say something. I want to give people an advice. This really, it's a good advice. If you want to win an argument, bring some facts. Bring some facts. You see, this is the issue. Like a lot of people want to have an argument with you, but they want to tell you like that their shit doesn't stink in the toilet, right? When they take a crap, their crap smells great, which it doesn't. They want to tell you when they fart, their fart smells great. Like these delusional individuals. Listen to me. If you wanna win an argument, and I don't care if you win an argument, like okay, cool. If you win an argument, great. That's awesome. Good for you, man. All right, that's awesome. But I have yet to see anybody come at me to win a debate or to win an argument because none of them bring any like facts. Like they have no substance, and when they have no facts, same thing with Sony fanboys. Like they resort to like insults. Oh, what's wrong with your nose? Why are you sneezing so much? Blah blah blah. All this crap. Like, and then you look at their videos, and the one guy's touching his back. With a bold circumcised head. These individuals they just never learn. You know, like I don't mind. Like I have a thick skin. I don't really care much about what people on the internet think. They don't know me in real life. But I just find it hilarious how people are always trying to like come at you with nothing. Like if you're gonna come at me, bro, come at me with some sort of substance, something. Bring something, so that way I can say, okay, you got me, you gotcha me. But no one has yet to do. Ooh, I gotcha. Or I don't mind losing. I mean I've lost arguments before. I'm not always right. I'm not I have made a fool out of myself a couple of times where I said this game sucks, this sucks, and then I put a foot in my mouth before. But at least I acknowledged I put a foot in my mouth. Like I was wrong about Death Stranding too. Then I bought the game, I played, and I said this was great. I was wrong about Metroid Prime. I put a foot in my mouth. I've been wrong before, but at least I can, acknowledge and take the ownership, like Jocko Willing says, the former Navy SEAL commander. He says, take the ownership, bro. And I can take the ownership. At least I can say, hey, I put a foot in my mouth. But these guys will never admit that they put a foot in their mouth. But anyway, it's hilarious. They're shitting all over Nintendo Switch 2. Yet not only does Nintendo Switch 2 run Resident Evil 9 Requiem really good, but it also runs Resident Evil 7 Biohazard and Resident Evil 8 Village. All three games with a generation pack for $90. Not to mention, Cyberpunk, Star Wars Outlaws, Final Fantasy VII Remake, not to mention Pragmata, the upcoming Pragmata, not to mention First Light James Bond and Indiana Jones game that's coming out, and the currently available Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition, and then Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remastered. should I go on top of the first party exclusives that they have. But no, we're going to still continue to take a shit on Nintendo Switch 2. You know what it is? You know what it is, man? It's people. It's here's what the whole thing. And we'll read the reviews of Resident Evil 9 Requiem because I know they're great reviews. But I just want to get off this subject really quick. Look, you know what it is? It's about what I've been saying. It's people trying to justify their purchase. This is the issue. People are trying to justify their purchase. They're like constantly trying to justify. Hey, look, man, if you made a bad purchase, it is what it is. Or look, or if you're happy with your purchase, hey, look, if you love your Steam Deck, dude, that's all that matters. But don't tell the rest of us that Nintendo Switch 2 sucks. That's all we're saying. Like, dude, if you're... here's what they don't understand. If you're happy with your Steam Deck, that's perfectly fine. But don't tell the rest of us that your Steam Deck is something extraordinary or something super better than Nintendo Switch 2. You know. And you know, we paid less money than you. We only paid $450. How much did you pay for Steam Deck? 600, 700, 800, right? Yeah, I rest my case. And all these other guys with all these other handheld devices like Lenovo Go and Asus ROG Li, $1,000, $1,200, and all these other Chinese devices like $1,500, $1,600. No, thank you. Excuse me. So anyway, I know I think I just spent 6 minutes just talking shit about. Look, it's not even me talking shit about them. These are the facts. I'm not even shitting on Steam Deck fanboys. Okay, I'm not even shitting on you. These are the facts. I mean, this way. These are the facts. Okay. We get to play. Listen. We get to play Resident Evil, Requiem, and 7, Biohazard, and Village, Resident Evil 8, and Requiem. We get to play it, and you guys don't. Yes. This is a fact. Now, this is not even like me, talking out of my ass. This is just a fact. We get to play Requiem on this shitty device that you called underpowered Nintendo Switch 2, which has an NVIDIA Tegra 2 GPU with a deep learning super sampling and frame generation and a ray tracing. But no, it's a very down-powered console. Guys, listen. We get to play Resident Evil Requiem. You guys don't. That's a fact. This is not even me trying to shit on you. This is just a fact. Okay? So all you Steam Deck fanboys, chill. Stick to the facts. Look, I'm a gamer. I play everything. I had a Steam Deck. I used to have a Steam Deck. If you don't believe me that I had a Steam Deck, go type my name, Mr. 4K, Upscaler Steam Deck. Or just type in Mr. 4K Steam Deck. Go do it right now. Pause this video. Go to your little search engine on your YouTube and type in my name, Mr. 4K Steam Deck. I've been doing this for 12 years. I see I have credibility. I have evidence. I don't care, man. I'm not a fanboy of any brand. But I like to stick to the facts. Okay? I talk about the things that I have experienced. I don't talk about the things that I have not experienced. You don't hear me talk negatively about PS5 Pro. Why is that? Because I don't have a PS5 Pro. Once I have it, I will let you know. But what I can tell you are the facts. Facts that have been already established by Digital Foundry and Mr. Cerny, Mark Cerny, who has specifically explained this is a mid-generation console, just like PlayStation 4 Pro was a mid-generation console, meaning it's a little bit more powerful than the original console. And that's why we have PS5 Pro, because it's a little bit more powerful than the original PS5. And it can run games a little bit better, a little bit faster, with a little bit better resolution and advanced ray tracing. So I can agree to those facts, because these are the facts. See, I stick to the facts. I don't just go based on, willy-nilly what my hairy ass wants to talk. I have a beautiful hairy ass. I shampoo it all the time, ladies, okay? But I don't talk out of it. Believe me, I do not talk out of it. I take a crap out of it, but I shampoo it. Okay? It smells like a strawberry watermelon. Okay, enough of that. Scratch that. Edit that. Now we're going to leave that on. I think YouTube will let it slide. For now. For now. All right, so let's read the reviews. All right, let's read the reviews. I want to read the reviews. Uh, how do I read the reviews? Oh, yeah, there they are. Capcom, same old Capcom, always delivering, but this time is different. They really nailed the wives. Okay, okay, that's good. A near perfect nightmare that deserves its place among the best. Capcom never disappoints. Of course, dude. You know, this is why I love Resident Evil, dude. Resident Evil's been around for 30 years. I mean, yeah, the franchise, 30 years. Give or take, okay. Maybe 28, 29 years, but it's close to 3 decades, okay. Let's just circle it 30 years. Next thing you know, it'll be 2027 pretty soon. It's been around for 30 years, so, you know, Resident Evil's been around. And I don't think there's any bad Resident Evil games. I like look. I think all of them are very unique. Recently, I've been revisiting Resident Evil games. I've been playing Resident Evil 3. I've been playing Resident Evil 2. I'm not a huge fan of 2, but it's still a good game. Resident Evil 0 and original Resident Evil HD remaster. I think they're all, even Resident Evil 6. You get to play as all these different characters, and each character has its own unique story. Like Ada is my favorite. And I think that was great what they've done with Resident Evil 6. And then of course Resident Evil 5, it's amazing. But everybody loves Resident Evil 5, just like they did with Resident Evil 4. It was finally a Chris Redfield game, and some new characters like Shiva and that other chick, the good-looking hot chick. I forgot her name. Looks like a supermodel. Well, Resident Evil 5 was great. I think Wesker was in 5. It was all about Umbrella and Wesker and in Africa and Chris Redfield. And I think they're all great. Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 7, my favorite. Resident Evil 8, Village, amazing. I think all of the Resident Evil games are great. Honestly, Revelations, great. Revelations 2, great. Yeah, Code Veronica X. I originally played Code Veronica on a Dreamcast, on Sega Dreamcast. But I think all of them are great, in my honest opinion. For 30 years, man. For 30 years. That's 3 decades. 30 years. Capcom has never disappointed. And I agree with all these reviews. And it's true, they never disappoint, man. They care, about, think of Capcom like a Jim Cameron. Like Jim Cameron will never make a bad movie because he cares about his reputation and he wants to make a great art. Now, it takes a long time. Same thing with Rockstar. They want to take their time because they don't want to release a bad game because reputation is very important to them. That's why they're so famous. You look at Capcom, you look at Rockstar, Capcom, Rockstar. It's their reputation. It's the same thing with Resident Evil. And for Capcom, Resident Evil is their crown jewel. It is their crown jewel, man. Meaning that it's their, holy grail of holy grail, or if you will, for lack of a better term, a crown jewel. Their crown jewel, you put it on your head, crown jewel, the king and the queen of crown jewel. And to them, obviously, they need to make sure that Resident Evil is done right. And they have resources, they have money, so that's the good thing. They made gigatrillions of dollars, hypothetically speaking, on this franchise, and of course they have the money, they have the resources. People say, why does it look so good? Why does it look so great? Because they have money, they have the resources, man, and they're going to use all of their resources. They're going to use all their money, man. They're going to hire these actors, motion capture. They're going to, upgrade their Resident Evil engine. We're gonna hire the best artists in Japan. They're gonna all around the world. They're gonna hire the best people to work because they have the resources. They have the resources and means to do it, so they're able to make such a great quality video game. And because they've been doing this for three decades, for 30 years, So these reviews are not really surprising to me. This game has exceeded my expectations. A real masterpiece. A real masterpiece. Chef kiss. What's that supposed to mean? This game has exceeded my expectations. A real masterpiece. Chef's kiss. I'm having a blast seeing all the Easter eggs. Okay, all right. Don't spoil it, dude. A great Resident Evil. It's a just great game. I'm not usually big on playing horror games, but this game I had a blast. Survival horror perfected. It's a pinnacle of Resident Evil. Capcom is back and it's absolute best. This could be a game of the year, dude. Honestly, this could be a game of the year. Listen, so far what I'm seeing here, I've been avoiding like, look at this, man. 96% overwhelmingly positive, dude. Overwhelmingly positive. Look at that. Overwhelmingly positive. I'm telling you, look at these reviews, man. This is ridiculous. 96% overwhelmingly positive. I'm telling you, this game. Well, first of all, they're gonna make gigatrillions of dollars. They're already making. You'll see the numbers. Look at the charts this week and the next week, and you'll see, man. They're going to make gigatrillions of dollars on this game for sure. So this will be a game of the year. There's no question about it. Look at these reviews. Are you kidding me, man? And the game's been out since Friday, so here we are. It was Wednesday today. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yes, I still use the fingers to count. 6 days. It's supposed to be a comedy, all right? I'm trying to make it entertaining. I can count in my head, but, it just makes it more comedic if I go like this. Think of me like a resident alien in the movie, a resident alien TV show. By the way, great show, Resident Alien. It's on Netflix. Go watch it. I love watching these TV shows on Netflix because they're uninterrupted. I can watch it with the commercials, man. Like, forget me that. One of the things I can't stand about the cable is commercials, dude. Advertisement, man. Such a turn off, dude. Such a turn off. I can't stand that crap. So I prefer to watch my TV shows uninterrupted on Netflix. And I wait for them to come up on Netflix. And once they show up on Netflix, then I get to watch it uninterrupted at my own choosing when I want to watch it, at my own pace, without any interruptions. And that's why you have a Netflix. That's the whole point of Netflix. That's why 320 million, think about it, 320 million subscribers on Netflix. That's like the entire population of the United States, bro. But anyway, I moved off the subject. Sorry, my ADHD, Your ADHD, it's not good. I will erase your memory. All right. Getting back to Resident Evil. Okay, we've kind of been all over the place in this video. We talked about Steam Deck Fanboys because they cannot play it. And, of course, we talked about the reviews, which is obvious. Reviews are obvious. And we talked a little bit about the Netflix. Now, speaking of Netflix, also make sure you watch War Machine. I will have a review on a War Machine this Saturday. Okay, I will watch the movie on Friday. And then I will review it for you on Saturday. And I will tell you what I honestly think. I hope it's good. I really hope it's great. I think it will be good. Because I know what to expect from that movie. Action, action, action. But then again, we'll see. So Resident Evil, as you can see, looks amazing, great. Yeah, game of the year, man. This will be a game of the year. I have not played it yet. When I'm going to play it, I don't know. I have no idea when I'm going to be able to play it. It'll be a while, because I'm kind of like limited to what I can play. You know what I mean? Financially, I'm kind of limited, unless people send me, copies of a game or you know, why can't I receive the free copy of the game? I mean, I look at all these guys received a copy for free. How is it that these guys, like, what am I doing wrong, dude? Like, am I not, are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Like, are you kidding me, man? I mean, I should be in Hollywood. I should be living in Hollywood Hills, man. I should be living in LA. I should be making movies in Hollywood. Are you kidding me, man? Like, what am I doing wrong, dude? Like, I should be like, for real. I don't want to give myself too much credit. Dude, everywhere I go, I entertain people. Go ask around. Go to dude, I dominated Meta Horizon Worlds. Meta Horizon Worlds existed because of me. I was John Wick Returns. Ask anybody in Meta Horizon World since 2023 all the way till like 2025. And I think in 2025 I quit last year. And I don't know if I'm ever going to come back. I don't know. But unless there's a reason for me to come back. But dude, everywhere I touch, I conquered. This YouTube for 12 years. Are you kidding me, man? Like, and that's why I say I feel like I'm so underrated and so underappreciated. I'm not saying this because, I'm begging for some attention or whatnot. I know how good I am, dude. Like, and I know when I suck. But at the same time, I'm like, dude, why aren't these companies like approaching me? Like, hey, here's a free copy of the game, dude. Like, are you kidding me? And I see these other guys. Can I be honest? They're not even that. No offense, but I see some of these other YouTubers. They're not even that funny, dude. They're not even that entertaining. They're just like boring. No offense, boring. They put me to sleep. They put me to sleep, and they got a free copy of these games. Look, like, what am I doing wrong, dude? Like, tell me, Capcom. You tell me, what am I doing wrong? Tell me. All these companies don't just leave me in the dark. Give me a feedback. I can take the feedback. But my message to these companies is, tell me, write me an email privately and tell me, what am I doing wrong? Okay, maybe I can work on that. Maybe I can fix that. But don't leave me in the dark, man. Like, you should give me some of these free copies of these games, man. Come on, man. I've been making content for 12 years, man. It's not like I just started doing this crap like half an hour ago, you know. I've been creating content for like, anyway, whatever. I don't care. Whatever. I'm just saying, like, what are the odds, dude, that I don't get no free games, dude, like to test. I see other YouTubers, man. I mean, and these other YouTubers, no offense, okay? I'm not trying to step on anybody's toe. I'm not trying to shit or piss on anyone's porch, all right, or anyone's carpet, like in Big Lebowski, like those nihilists, I'm not a nihilist, but I'm simply saying, like, are you kidding me, man? Like, I've been creating content for 12 years, bro. It's like you trying to tell me that you haven't seen not one single one of my videos, that you were not being entertained by neither one of my videos. Are you kidding me, man? My talent, my voices, everything that I can do, acting. I mean, dude. Anyway, end of the video. All right. Thank you for watching.